Hi guys, it's your girl Jackie and we are back with another video. We are on day 19. Woo! Yay! And as you can see, we have a special guest today. This is my girl KJ and she is going to be with us for day 19. So, of course, it's the fast and we're doing Proverbs, but we're going to try to switch things up a little bit today. We're going to do like a sort of a question and answer, but KJ is going to be asking me the questions.
Yes.
So, yeah, this is going to be interesting.
Like exciting.
So, first we want to start off with saying a couple of scriptures that we highlighted. So I'm gonna say maybe one or two that I highlighted and KJ highlighted some of her own so she can read hers. And then we'll go ahead and get into the questions. All right.
Okay, let's do it.
So we are on day 19. So we're on chapter 19 in Proverbs. And the first verse that I highlighted is verse 3, which says, "People ruin their lives by their own foolishness, and then they are angry with the Lord." That's talking to me right there because that's all me. As y'all know, in the beginning of these videos, I explained how angry I was with God. So I highlighted that verse because that's for me. Another verse that I highlighted is verse 21, which says, "You can make many plans, but the Lord's purpose will prevail." And that's also confirming past videos because we talked about how you can try to put your own effort forward and it might slow down God's plans, but his plans will always come through in the end. So KJ, you can say the ones that you highlighted.
The ones that stuck out to me were number 8 for sure. To acquire wisdom is to love yourself. People who cherish understanding will prosper. I chose that one because I felt like wisdom is huge, and from what I know about the Bible, they speak a lot about wisdom and how it relates to prosperity. And I think it doesn't specify. A lot of people think prosperity is like money or financially, but I think when they're saying prosper, they're talking as far as like anything that you're seeking. So if dating or a specific relationship, if you acquire knowledge, then you'll probably be more likely to succeed. And another one that stuck out to me was number 27. And it says, "If you stop listening to instruction, my child, you will turn your back on knowledge." So I feel like that definitely correlates also with number 8 and just with the overall message that I took from it. And that if you try to regain control of your circumstance or whatever it is you're seeking and turn your back on the knowledge that, you know, God is trying to give you, then you're going to struggle.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be harder.
Yeah, and those are definitely for me because I'm definitely a control freak. I definitely want to control everything. And I think control and faith do not.
They like oil and water.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're not mixing.
You can't have both. So that's definitely an issue that I was running into as well because I like in one of my videos I was like, I'm having a faith problem. Like it was crazy to me. So yeah.
And they're just like, it's not necessarily like a whole, like sometimes it's not like necessarily a problem, but like a moment. You definitely run into those moments like where you're like, check yourself. Yes, and that's why I love that you're doing these videos because you can literally be scrolling and you can be having a faith moment, and then I know sometimes I stumble upon these videos when you post them like in the morning, and I'm like, okay, this was a good way to check me out of that control and that lack of faith for that moment. Get you back
on point because that's what God's trying to do. Get us back on point.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Okay, so now that we did that, you want to do the Q&A?
Yeah, I guess we can go ahead with these questions.
Okay, I'm excited. Is this thing on?
I think so.
It's now my show.
Hey, take it away.
Take it away. I'm going. So my first question that I wanted to ask you for sure is, what inspired you to do this Proverbs fast? Was there like a certain thing or just an overall something that you've been wanting to do? I know you told me that you've done this before, but what inspired you to want to do it in this way and in this light?
So I always felt like God was like tugging me to do some sort of like relationship video series, but I've been putting it off, like I said, for like the past 2 years. I think I said that in my first video. I don't know, it was just things were happening sort of like back to back at a certain point for me, and I'm like, I need to get something together because something is not right. I feel like God is trying to get my attention like really, really bad. So I was like, I'm just gonna do a fast, and I already did this fast before and it helped me before, so I'm like, I'm just gonna try and do this fast again and see what I get out of it this time. And while I was thinking that, God was like putting on my heart, do the videos, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna record me doing this fast. All right, so that's kind of how that came along. It was just a thing that happened like one day, and I was like, okay, wake up, do the video.
Right. Okay, I'm glad that you did the videos. I'm glad you listened in that manner, because these were really great, Jackie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The second question that I wanted to ask was, are you expecting anything? Like, what are your outcome goals? Do you have any goals that you would like to see on day 31? Not saying that you would necessarily be disappointed, of course, if they didn't happen, but just anything that you would like to see in yourself or in your surroundings.
So like I said, when I first started these videos, it was really just for me, and God was telling me, put them out, even if it's you and your mom watching, because I know my mom was gonna watch. Even if it's just y'all, it's, you know, that's okay. So I really wanted my outcome for this fast to be, I guess, commitment and sticking to it and finishing the 31 days and not really wanting anything at the end, but just being able to say, okay, God, I did what you told me to do, so now what? Yes, not trying to be, not trying to be combative, but like, now it's your turn. Let me see what you gonna pull out today.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so.
I love the obedience. And that's really what it is. That's really what's gonna come down to. I see great things for you. And if not right away, then, you know, eventually.
Thank you. Of course, for you too.
Thanks, girl. You know, birds of a feather.
Of course. What they say.
We are crazy on here, y'all. Question 3, and this is the last and final question, so y'all better listen up close, turn your volume up. But seriously, this question is more for you guys as well, so definitely try to make sure that volume's up. But my third question is for someone who has been watching this and someone who has been tuning in and is on day 19 with you. What is like your number one piece of advice that you would give to them right now?
Well, I can say this, I guess, to all of my friends and family who are watching these videos. We're all on day 19, so I'm proud of you guys, and the piece of advice that I would give is we got to keep going. We almost there. Let's make it to day 31 and see what God does for us, see how God blesses us for following instructions and being obedient. Like I said, this was more of a commitment thing for me, so I just want to finish the 31 days strong like how I started, and I can feel a change within me, so I know others can see and feel a change within themselves, and I'm just proud of us all.
Yes, come through, focus. Yes, just focus and get through.
Yes.
I love
That's
it.
what we do. That's my advice. We almost there.
Yes, almost there. I'm here for it. Well, thank you for answering my questions. Those are real questions that I've really been wanting to ask.
Thank you so much for coming on today. We love having you. You gotta come back and visit us.
Yes. Yes, I'll be
for sure.
I'm excited. I feel honored.
Yes.
So successful. Day 19. I mean, we've made it to day 19.
Yes, we are on day 19.
That
We
is
are almost past day 19. I'm excited. Okay, guys. So I guess that's gonna wrap up day 19. I'm gonna see you guys all tomorrow for day 20. Thank you all for being here. KJ, thank you for being here.
You for
and
so fun.
yes, and I love you guys. Peace.